Recently, I've been practicing a lot of basketball.
So that really makes me wonder, what is my basketball skill level?
So today, I made that possible by testing my skill based on the 10 main elements of basketball: shooting, dribbling, dunking, defense, passing, rebounding, stamina, footwork, and this last one, I'll save till the end. And so by the end of completing all these, we will find out and see my skill level.
Alright, so we're starting off strong with shooting, but to test this, I will be starting a 1-minute timer to see how far I can get, because
I'll be shooting 5 layups, 5 free throws, and 5 3-pointers, and seeing how many I can make in this 1 minute.
Let the timer begin.
So then for these 3 throws, I made 4 for 5, which was a lot better than I thought I would get for these.
I don't even know if we fully reached a minute there, but let's review the footage and see what we got.
Alright, so I ended making 13 for 15 in under the 1 minute. And so since each element I'm basing out of a score of 10, I got an 8.5 score for the shooting.
Dribbling. As you see, there is a dribbling sequence set up here. And you could probably guess, I have to go through this, but the thing is, the faster I go through it, is the better score I get. So obviously, we're going for speed here.
With dribbling, I gave myself 2 attempts. Let's see how I do on this first one.
And hey, I just mastered dribbling, so we should be able to get this quick. That felt really good. For a first attempt, that felt very good. Hey! That was definitely quicker.
And indeed, I was right. My first attempt, I got 9 seconds. And on this second attempt, I got 7 seconds. And so that will give me a 10 out of 10 for dribbling.
Dunking. So, you can probably already guess, but I can't dunk. But I would be a failure if I didn't even try to dunk. So we're gonna try and attempt to dunk. And yeah, even though I'm probably gonna get a 0 for this, it's worth trying.
But currently I can touch rims, so just maybe I could pull this off.
First attempt, that's not that bad. I don't think we can count that, but let's try a couple more times.
So I tried a couple more times, but I just still couldn't seem to get it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's happening. We get a big fat 0 for dunking. Defense. So for this, I won't need this. But for this, I'm really gonna get put to the test because defense is all about how fast you can shuffle your feet side to side. And I think I can do that pretty fast, but we're gonna be put to the test today.
So I set up this defense course, and just like the dribbling, the faster I can do it and get through it is the better score I get.
That definitely is a lot harder than it looks. Honestly, I feel like we got a pretty good time for that.
Indeed, we did that in 9 seconds, giving me a 9 out of 10 score for defense.
Passing. Now you may think, Isaiah, how are you going to test passing by yourself? Well, this is how.
So I'm going to be doing 3 different types of passing: chest pass, bounce pass, and over the head pass. With these, I'm going to pass it to myself 10 times and see how many times I can catch it. And once again, then base my score off of that.
Starting off with chest pass, baby. 10 for 10, baby. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Those chest passes felt very good. Now bounce passes. 9 for 10 on the bounce passes. Those were a bit harder. Now we got overhead passes. Woo! 10 for 10, baby. We went 10 for 10 on the chest passes. We went 9 for 10 on the bounce passes. And we went 10 for 10 on the overhead passes. If I say so myself, I think that's pretty good.
giving me an overall score of 9.5 for passing. So for this next one, I had a basketball IQ test, but the footage got corrupted, so you guys sadly couldn't see how good my ball IQ really is.
Rebounding is a core essential of basketball. With that knowledge, I'm going to be shooting 10 3-pointers and seeing how many rebounds I can get out of those 10 shots. And even if I make it, I should still be able to grab the board. Enough talking, let's start.
With that first one, I was really not off to a good start, but hopefully I can pick it up.
Seven for 9, let's get this last one so we can go 8 for 10. No! I'm actually mad at myself that I missed that last one. 7 for 10 score on the rebounding. Not too happy with that. Not too happy with that. Stamina. This is going to really test myself and key part of basketball, which is having good stamina, being able to stay on the court for however long and being able to play the same way. I'm going to be going back and forth, baseline to baseline for 1 hour and seeing if I can last that 1 hour. So yeah, this is gonna be a long time.
So with that said, I started running baseline to baseline, and let me tell you, I'm very sure I started off way too fast. 47 minutes later, I had to stop because of how dry my mouth was because of the weather outside. With that 47 minutes giving me a score of 8 out of 10.
Footwork is one of the most important elements in all of basketball, because if you don't have footwork, you're gonna travel, you're gonna double dribble, you're gonna do all that stuff. And you just can't have that, can you? So I was thinking, how can I really put myself to the test with footwork? Then I thought, 10 Euro steps. If I do all 10 of these Euro steps correctly, I should make every single layup.
With all that said, I started my first one and it went pretty good.
1 for 1.
Along with this last one made, I was able to finish with a 9 out of 10 score for footwork.
But the 10th element, which I said I'm keeping secret up until now, is one half-court shot. A part of the game of basketball is how clutch people can be when it matters. And this, if I can make this shot, this will matter a humongous amount to my score. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, one half-court shot. Can we make it? Can we be clutch?
And so before I shot this, I just really had to take a moment for myself to really tell myself how clutch I really am. Then I released the shot, the ball looking amazing, thinking to myself, wow, I'm really clutch. But then
I just airball.
And with no words left, that left me with a score of 0 on the clutch meter. But with everyone wanting to know what my skill level really is, I am an 87 overall out of 100. So not as good as I wanted, but I promise, next time I will not disappoint.